Hi guys, Chido here. Sorry it's taken so long to get these updates out. We've just been a bit busy first half of the year with some technical issues and busy with uni in the second half. In this update I'm just going to give you a quick preview of both the USMC and IJA progress. We've got a lot of stuff that still needs to go in, but we're just going to give you a sneak peek of what's currently in. For the first video I'm using USMC against the Japanese. The reason I can do this is obviously Japanese AI works to some degree. It works better on higher difficulties. But for the sake of this video I'm just going to go on easy. Just going to give you a bit of a peek at our current tech tree setup. We aren't final on a USMC. We're fairly firm on Japanese setup, but more on that in the second video. So basically USMC have two types of starting infantry. We have two engineer squads. We have CVs and we have engineers. Engineers act as deploying mines, that sort of thing, whereas the CVs are actual construction. Now Marine as a rifleman basically is just an infantry tree of sorts. Access to advanced infantry and amphibious tanks as well, as well as call-ins for Pacific support, ferries, Anzacs, that sort of thing, plus a sea fire strafe. And a US Navy, basically just an increase to supplies, that sort of thing. A slight little problem with the video there. Supply drops, that sort of thing, pretty much haven't changed from what the airborne uses them. Basically at the moment we've obviously got a lot less work done on the USMC than the IJA, just because the IJA has so much more work to be done. Corsair rocket strikes intended to be a fairly heavy barrage. The 5 and 14 inch barrages are obviously just artillery barrages of varying size, and the Navajo windhoggers are effectively radio men, allowing call-ins to specific points on the battlefield. They'll be limited to probably 2 or 3. It just lets you get that quick off-map support to the front lines without having to worry about the global cooldown. So yeah, experimental weapons, we still have no changes there. We have no idea what we're going to put in that place. So yeah, current setup, we basically have an infantry deployment and a vehicle deployment building, a barracks and a tank depot, and obviously engineers still have mines, bunkers, that sort of thing. They're basically intended to be early scouting units with defensive capabilities later on. Pardon me. Yeah, obviously our focus with the USMC is infantry heavy, similar to IJA. Yeah, veteran Marines require that little upgrade right there. Marine Raiders are basically a heavy duty version of the veteran Marines. Sniper teams are 2-man teams, 1 rifle, 1 Thompson. Bazooka team, same setup. It's a bazooka and a carbine. Basic Marines are just 4 Garans and 2 carbines, as you can see there. All squads basically have potential upgrades for bunker buster satchels and flamethrowers. just because primarily there will be against infantry and buildings. At present, the tank depot is not particularly amazing. I've placed the Sherman with the Crocodile just because of the theatre that it will be in, and USMC's focus on anti-tank infantry rather than anti-tank tanks. More will be changed later on. Obviously machine gun and mortar teams are just machine gun and mortar teams, nothing particularly amazing about them yet. Machine gun team will probably be swapped over to the M1919 light machine gun, handheld, rather than the 1917. As you can see, the 5 and 14 inch basically do the same thing. At the moment, all the USMC tech tree abilities are basically just at default, so we haven't got around to change them. We've been doing more work on the IJ than we have on the USMC. When talkers at the moment are just Marines. What else we got? Snipers, both of them camouflage. Just gives that extra advantage for the USMC when it comes to their sniper teams of both long and short range capabilities. As you can see, I obviously have a unrealistic amount of starting resources in the bottom corner there. It's just for the sake of testing and development. One of the Navy abilities, secure supply routes, will eventually, similar to the one of the German abilities that gives you a huge manpower boost, but reduces the rate. It'll work similarly, except instead of just giving a huge boost to the resource and then reducing your rate, it'll just give you a huge boost to the rate for a certain amount of time. And obviously, because the IJA is on a lower difficulty, they haven't quite got around to building any of their buildings yet. On higher difficulties, they'd probably have tanks rolling out by now. It's just a little flaw in the build queue, because it builds a unit, or tries to build units which don't exist for a certain amount of time before realising that so much time has passed the game, then tries to build the higher or the stronger units, the tanks and whatnot. We also have a lot of other content which still needs to go in, stuff like Matilda, Modified Stuart, other bits and pieces. Basically, once they're all in, we'll probably see another update. That might not be for a while. Got a bit of spare time between now and Christmas. A bit of spare time in January, but we'll see how everything goes as far as putting everything in and getting updates. So yeah, that's the USMC. Got like another 30 seconds before I win, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed watching. Stay tuned for more updates. Hopefully won't take as long as this one.